Senator Andregg was huge in shepherding through some legislation in the 2022 legislative session. And what he did is he increased the funding so that we could pay our essential frontline caretaker staff a livable wage. It was a 20% increase, it was ongoing, and it made the biggest difference not only in the lives of the people that were able to benefit from the salary increase, but also to Columbus, who was very much reliant on these essential workers to provide the quality care to our clients.
Each year we have the assignment, we'll usually have a billion some odd dollars worth of requests, and usually only about $100 million of available money to meet those needs. So as the chair, it's my responsibility to kind of elevate to the Executive Appropriations Committee those items, those issues that are of the highest and most needed component to get funded. My co-chair, Representative Ray Ward, he and I talked about you do get some of the more heart-wrenching stories that come in and people testifying in front of you that really are people in critical need. But that's lost on a lot of my colleagues.
The case that we put together was not a tricky thing for us to create. What we did was we went back to the hour and a half of stories that we had heard of just horrible stories, and we made a list of greatest hits. We just edited it down to like a 5-minute audio file and took that in and played it for the Executive Appropriations Committee so they could at least hear 5 minutes of what we had heard for weeks and weeks and weeks, and in that one meeting, an hour and a half of it, just to try and help them understand.
The DSPD hadn't had a rate increase in almost 20 years, and from all of the different service providers, they were having a difficult time keeping staff. I mean, a lot of their staff who are master's degree level practitioners could go make more money at McDonald's than they could serving in their field. And that's just not right. So we needed to true up and keep up with inflation. So that's why it was important to go after the DSPD funding.
The state has an obligation to help those who, through no fault of their own, cannot help themselves, and secondarily to help their families who, through no fault of their own, are tasked lifelong with caring for a loved one that was not ever going to be able to care for themselves. It's not right to leave them in such a terrible predicament.
As a conservative Republican who likes to spend money only on things that really are essential services in government, there is no bigger program I can think of that has such critical needs as DSPD. And this is the proper role of government, and this is where we should be spending our money. It was an easy argument to make.